Okay, here we are. Took me a lot longer to get this put together than I initially had planned, but finally having a little bit of time at the house to get this done. This is the Watergarden 2.0. This is how it comes. It's a clearly marked box. Not sure if you could have it gift wrapped if you ordered directly from them or any other vendor, but this is how it comes in the mail. This is the fourth one that I'm going to be working on. I've got 3 of the original ones, and this is actually a 2.0. It's a Back to the Roots product. And here we go with the full unbox. Inside the main box is the kit here. It's pretty much already assembled. There's a little bit of work that needs to be done to it. Just unpacking everything, putting the pump together, soaking the seeds, and finding the right kind of fish. They recommend a betta fish. It's a simple fish, very easy to maintain. I've had both betta and goldfish in mind, depending on what I'm trying to grow and where I'm putting them in my house and in the other areas. One system was bought for an 8-year-old. One system was meant to keep in my office. A couple different things. This again being the 2.0. This here is a new piece that they adjusted with the new setup. The entire top is different. The 1.0 is three sets, 2 grow pods in each. This has a bank of 3 here. And this came with a grow stone or a gravel for the bottom. Mine had a more like a pebble that came with it for the original ones. Standard underwater pump. Your hose. Some starter fish food. Some organic wheatgrass. What else? We have some radish sprouts. These are actually delicious when done right. And then a beneficial bacteria to get things started. That's everything that comes packed in the top. We have 3 separate grow pots here. And this, 3 individual bags of the grow stones. Each pod will get its own bag of grow stones. Which is nice. The original one, you only have these little pots, and they're difficult to clean. You get a lot of stuff in them, and it becomes a problem. This I can see is already nice because this, just without reading the instructions yet, looks like this goes in here, right where it needs to be. It makes cleaning a breeze. I'm guessing, but we'll see once I get further along with the installation. But that is everything that comes in the box. It looks like it's a fairly straightforward setup, just like the original ones. And this right here is one of the parts that I appreciate most about the 2.0. That means you can actually take this piece in and out of the tank without it being a problem once everything is set up. This is the hose adapter. That clips over the back of the tank, and this sets right on top. The nice thing about that is that you can float your fish in the tank better. You can also clean the tank better. The original setup, the hose came up and went directly in instead of having a hose connecting to a piece like that. And it was very difficult. I had to actually take out all of the grow pots. I had to shuffle things around. I had to then carefully take the entire insert out, take the pump out, clean it, and then put it all back together. This setup is very nice. It lets me just take it out, put it back in. So it's definitely a much nicer, user-friendly setup and system. What I'm going to do now is rinse off the whole tank, because it's good to start off with a rinsed tank and with rinsed grow stones and gravel, and the next thing we'll have a set-up tank. I'm a big fan of using what comes with the equipment to do the things that need to be done. These are the grow pots that sit on top. The gravel needs to be cleaned. The gravel's not going to go through the holes in that pot there. So I'm actually going to put this in there, rinse it in my sink, and then bring it back. That'll give this a good chance to get rinsed out and get rid of a lot of the dust and the sediment. And it will also filter out the ones that are too little to be in the tank. The same is going to happen with these, with the grow stones. I'm going to soak them in a cup though, because you want them to absorb moisture before you get them installed. Okay, we have gravel rinsed and in the fish tank here. Time to add some water. Okay, we've got one. The way it's set up, because the water level would be here and it goes down and then it goes back up, I don't need to structure in a drip loop. If it was set like that, then you have the risk of the water trickling back to the outlet. But because right now it goes down and then back to the outlet, there's no issue with an electrocution problem there. But anytime you have the outlet higher than the pump higher than the outlet, you want to have a little bit of the outlet go below. Like the instructions say, you always want to make sure that you float your fish in the tank first, let the water temperatures acclimate, and then you want to let the fish in the water. You never want to drop a fish right into the tank. He's been floating in there about 15 minutes. So it's now time to let him go in the tank. Best way to do that is just tear open the bag, let the old water go in, let the new water go out kind of thing, and let him swim where he wants. Usually goes a lot nicer than that. And you don't end up having fish splatter everywhere. But I'll survive. I forgot to put the sponge in the waterfall section, so I'm going to quickly do that now. That just pops into place, and that is for mechanical filtration on top of the biological that the plants are going to be doing. They just sit right in, and that whole assembly drops in. Now, as you can see, I'll bring the camera a little bit closer. I put too much water in, so it's not going to go down quite all the way, and I've got a little piece of plastic floating in there that I gotta rescue out. But other than that, that's what the tank will look like, and he's going to swim around and be happy. I just have to put my plants up top and get things situated. Grow pods are in, fish is happy, so now we take the bacteria, and that needs to go into the grow pods here, and that helps seed the grow stones with bacteria. The bacteria helps break down the nitrogen cycles, keeps the water pure, keeps the fish healthy, keeps the plants growing. It's actually a very neat system.